In 2013, audiences were introduced to a new vision of the Man of Steel, brought to life by Henry Cavill under the direction of Zack Snyder. Man of Steel redefined Superman for a modern era, painting him not just as a godlike savior, but as a deeply human figure grappling with identity, morality, and purpose. The film divided audiences and critics, with some praising its bold, introspective approach and others lamenting its departure from the optimistic tone traditionally associated with Superman. Regardless, Man of Steel laid a foundation for a more complex and nuanced portrayal of the iconic hero, a foundation that many believed could lead to a lasting legacy. The impact of Man of Steel, from the opening sequence on a richly realized Krypton to the climactic battle against General Zod, Man of Steel showcased a Superman caught between two worlds. Cavill's portrayal highlighted Clark Kent's inner struggles as he sought to balance his alien heritage with his earthly upbringing. His journey resonated with a generation grappling with questions of identity and belonging, marking the film as more than just an origin story. Financially, Man of Steel performed respectably, grossing over $668 million worldwide. More importantly, it set the stage for a larger narrative within the newly forming DC Extended Universe DCEU. Snyder's vision promised a Superman who would evolve through trials and triumphs, exploring themes of heroism, sacrifice, and hope. Fans and critics alike anticipated a rich character arc that could redefine Superman for decades to come. For those of you who have already subscribed over the last couple of months, thank you guys so much. We've been gaining subscribers here at Maxiverse Twist, and if you have not already, I also noticed that 99.6% is watching in this channel have not yet subscribed already. I would just kindly invite you to do so. It's like the #1 thing you can do to support me as a content creator in the channel. And of course, you gotta be subbed to see more latest updated videos. The mixed reception of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. The next chapter of Cavill's Superman came in 2016 with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This ambitious crossover introduced Ben Affleck's Batman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, expanding the DCEU's scope. However, the film's reception was polarizing. Critics lambasted its dense narrative, tonal inconsistencies, and perceived mishandling of Superman's character, while fans defended its depth and daring storytelling. At the heart of the criticism was the depiction of Superman. No longer the hopeful figure of Man of Steel, Cavill's Clark Kent appeared burdened by public mistrust and existential doubt. While this direction aimed to humanize the character further, it alienated viewers who longed for a more uplifting portrayal. The controversial decision to kill Superman at the film's conclusion left many questioning the trajectory of the DCEU and its plans for its most iconic hero. Promote your brand, product, or service with Maxiverse Twist. Are you looking for an affordable way to advertise your business? Look no further. At Maxiverse Twist, we offer 30 to 60-second ad placements within our video, starting at just $80. Here's how it works. Email us your ad video, up to 1 minute in length, at clovermaxi@gmail.com. Once your submission is reviewed and approved, we'll provide you with the payment details, PayPal only. After payment confirmation, your ad will be featured starting at the 3-minute mark in one of our upcoming videos. Why choose Maxiverse Twist? Your ad will reach an estimated 1.6K to 8.8K views within the first month. Quick turnaround. Your video will be uploaded within 1 week of payment confirmation. Don't miss this opportunity to boost your visibility. Contact us now to get started. The mixed reception of Batman v Superman had profound implications. Warner Bros., wary of further backlash, began re-evaluating its approach to the DCEU. This shift in strategy ultimately curtailed the depth and nuance initially promised for Cavill's Superman, as the studio prioritized broader appeal over Snyder's intricate storytelling. The untapped potential of Cavill's Superman. Despite the setbacks, the groundwork laid by Man of Steel and Batman v Superman hinted at immense potential. Cavill's Superman could have evolved into a beacon of hope, a hero who transcended his challenges to inspire humanity. By embracing his dual heritage and finding harmony between his Kryptonian and earthly identities, this Superman had the opportunity to embody the complexities of modern heroism. A more nuanced Superman would have explored his relationships with Lois Lane, the Justice League, and the world at large. Themes of redemption, resilience, and unity could have defined his arc, culminating in a legacy that honored both the character's origins and his future. The hints of this evolution were evident in Cavill's performances, which balanced strength with vulnerability and conviction with doubt. A legacy. Interrupted Henry Cavill's tenure as Superman ended with unrealized potential. Though he reprised the role in Justice League 2017, studio interference and the film's troubled production hindered its ability to advance his character. Subsequent announcements of a DCEU reboot and new creative directions signaled the end of Cavill's era, leaving fans to wonder what might have been. Cavill's Superman stands as a poignant reminder of the complexities of modern franchise filmmaking. His portrayal captured the essence of a hero caught between worlds, yearning to do right by both. While his legacy may have been cut short, the impact of his performance and the questions it raised about heroism and identity endure, ensuring that his Superman will not be forgotten. Exploring alternate futures. What if the story of Superman, rather than being a brief saga, unfolded as a standalone trilogy? A narrative rich with conflict, moral dilemmas, and iconic villains could have cemented Superman's place as a hero whose journey resonates across generations. By delving deeper into his struggles and relationships, the trilogy could have delivered a layered and unforgettable arc. A trilogy of challenges. Imagine a trilogy that begins with Superman's confrontation with Lex Luthor, a battle not just of strength, but of ideology. Lex, the ultimate self-made man, represents humanity's defiance against a perceived godlike invader. The first film would focus on the philosophical clash between these two figures, exploring how Superman navigates a world that both reveres and fears him. Through this conflict, Clark Kent's humanity would take center stage as he strives to prove that his powers are a gift to Earth, not a threat. The second chapter would introduce Brainiac, an alien intelligence bent on cataloging and preserving worlds by destroying them. This villain would challenge Superman's understanding of his Kryptonian heritage and force him to confront the responsibility that comes with his origins. Through his battle with Brainiac, Superman would learn to embrace his dual identity as both Kryptonian and human, finding strength in his ability to bridge two worlds. The trilogy's climactic finale would see the arrival of Doomsday, a force of pure destruction. This story wouldn't just be about physical survival, but the enduring legacy of hope that Superman represents. As Superman sacrifices himself to stop Doomsday, the narrative would emphasize the ripple effects of his heroism, inspiring humanity and other heroes to rise in his absence. His eventual resurrection would symbolize the enduring nature of hope and resilience, leadership and legacy, a Justice League storyline. In parallel to the standalone trilogy, a Justice League storyline could have placed Superman at its heart, emphasizing his role as both a leader and an inspiration. Unlike the isolated figure seen in earlier films, this version of Superman would thrive through his connections with other heroes. His mentorship of younger heroes like The Flash and Cyborg would highlight his compassion and wisdom. His alliance with Wonder Woman and Batman would underscore his ability to unite individuals with vastly different philosophies. Through battles against world-ending threats, Superman's leadership would shine, showing him as a symbol of unity and hope. This storyline would explore the complexities of leadership, the sacrifices, the doubts, and the triumphs. Superman's relationships with his teammates would humanize him further, showcasing moments of vulnerability and camaraderie. These dynamics would create a richer tapestry for the Justice League, making their victories feel earned and their losses deeply personal. A grounded and gritty Superman. What if Superman's story leaned into the grounded and gritty aspects of his character? Stripped of grandeur, this approach would focus on Clark Kent as a man grappling with extraordinary abilities in a flawed world. His struggles with isolation, ethical dilemmas, and the weight of expectation would resonate deeply with audiences. This version of Superman wouldn't shy away from the darker sides of heroism. How does he handle the consequences of his actions when saving one life means inadvertently endangering others? How does he reconcile his need for connection with his responsibility to the world? By exploring these questions, the story could delve into the psychological toll of being Superman. A grounded Superman would also highlight his humanity through smaller, intimate moments, helping a single person in need, grappling with his relationship with Lois Lane, or finding solace in his ties to Smallville. This approach would paint a fuller picture of the man behind the symbol, making his triumphs feel all the more earned. A vision of what could be. These alternate futures for Superman showcase the untapped potential of his character. Whether through a standalone trilogy, a central role in the Justice League, or a gritty, introspective lens, Superman's story offers endless opportunities for exploration. Each path presents a unique way to honor his legacy while charting bold new directions, ensuring that the last son of Krypton remains as relevant and inspiring as ever. The potential of the Snyderverse. Zack Snyder's vision for the DC Cinematic Universe was nothing short of ambitious, promising a multi-film saga that combined epic storytelling with complex character arcs. At its heart was Superman, a figure of hope and struggle, whose journey was meant to anchor the broader universe. However, the disruption of Snyder's plans and the subsequent changes to his films altered the trajectory of both Superman and the DCEU. Exploring the Snyderverse reveals the immense potential it held for crafting a cohesive and impactful legacy, shaping Superman's arc in the Snyderverse. In Man of Steel, Snyder reimagined Superman as a hero torn between two worlds, grappling with his identity and responsibilities. This nuanced portrayal set the stage for a character arc that would explore themes of redemption, resilience, and hope. Superman's journey was intended to evolve across multiple films, reflecting his growth from a hesitant savior to a confident leader and symbol of unity. Snyder's Superman was not just a protector, but a mirror to humanity, embodying its struggles and aspirations. His death in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, was meant to underscore the ultimate sacrifice, paving the way for a resurrection that symbolized renewal and hope. This arc promised to redefine Superman as a beacon of light, inspiring both his allies and the world. The impact of Justice League's reshoots. When Zack Snyder stepped away from Justice League in 2017, the film's direction shifted under Joss Whedon's reshoots. The result was a starkly different movie, tonally and thematically. Superman's role in particular suffered, with his resurrection rushed and his character reduced to a caricature of his former self. The philosophical depth and emotional weight that Snyder had envisioned were largely absent. These changes not only affected Superman, but also the interconnected stories of the other Justice League members. The loss of Snyder's cohesive vision fragmented the DCEU, leaving fans and critics dissatisfied. Superman's future in the cinematic universe became uncertain, and his potential arc remained unfinished. The Snyder Cut and Superman's Legacy. The release of Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021 offered a glimpse into what could have been. The 4-hour epic restored much of Snyder's original intent, presenting a Superman who was integral to the team's unity and the fight against Steppenwolf. His resurrection was given the gravitas it deserved, showing him rediscovering his purpose and embracing his role as Earth's champion. The Snyder Cut also hinted at future storylines, including the looming threat of Darkseid and Superman's potential corruption in an alternate timeline. These elements promised a deeper exploration of Superman's character, challenging him in ways that could have further enriched his journey. The film's reception reignited interest in the Snyderverse, with fans calling for its continuation. What could have been? Had Snyder's vision been fully realized, the DCEU might have offered a more cohesive and compelling narrative. Superman's arc would have anchored this universe, showcasing his evolution from an alien outsider to a symbol of hope and unity. His relationships with other heroes, particularly Batman and Wonder Woman, could have deepened, highlighting themes of trust and collaboration. The Snyderverse's potential extended beyond Superman. It promised a richly interconnected world, where each character's story contributed to a larger, epic narrative. By blending mythological grandeur with human struggles, Snyder's approach could have set the DCEU apart from other cinematic universes, offering a distinctive and enduring vision. The legacy of the Snyderverse. Though the Snyderverse as originally envisioned may never come to fruition, its impact remains significant. It sparked conversations about creative integrity, fan engagement, and the potential of long-form storytelling in blockbuster cinema. For Superman, it highlighted the possibilities of a more nuanced and layered portrayal, one that balanced his godlike powers with his deeply human core. The Snyderverse stands as a testament to what can be achieved when ambitious storytelling meets passionate execution. While its future remains uncertain, its legacy endures, reminding audiences of the power of vision and the enduring appeal of the last son of Krypton. What the future holds for Superman. The future of Superman in the DC Extended Universe, DCEU, is shrouded in uncertainty, leaving fans to speculate about what lies ahead for the Man of Steel. With recent shifts in leadership and creative direction at DC Studios, as well as a growing appetite for reinvention in superhero storytelling, the question of how to handle Superman's character has never been more pressing. Balancing his iconic legacy with new possibilities offers both a challenge and an opportunity. The uncertainty of Superman's role. Superman has long been a cornerstone of DC's mythos, but his cinematic representation has faced numerous hurdles in recent years. The mixed reception to films like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, coupled with the controversies surrounding the production of Justice League, have left his role in the DCEU in flux. With Henry Cavill no longer officially attached to the character, questions abound about whether to continue with the existing storyline or start afresh. This uncertainty reflects a broader challenge for DC: how to integrate Superman into an evolving cinematic universe without compromising his core essence. A fresh start, new actor, new direction. Introducing a new actor to portray Superman could signal a fresh start for the character and the DCEU as a whole. Casting a performer who can bring both gravitas and relatability to the role is crucial. A new face could redefine Superman for a modern audience, emphasizing aspects of his character that resonate with contemporary themes such as inclusivity, resilience, and the balance of power and responsibility. A fresh start also offers the chance to revisit Superman's origins in a way that feels innovative rather than repetitive. This could mean exploring facets of his Kryptonian heritage in greater depth, or delving into his early days as a hero in Metropolis. A focus on Clark Kent's dual identity as a journalist and savior of humanity could offer rich narrative possibilities, allowing audiences to connect with the man behind the cape. Respecting legacy while pushing boundaries. Any future iteration of Superman must honor the character's rich legacy while also pushing boundaries to remain relevant. Superman has always been a symbol of hope and morality, but modern storytelling demands a more nuanced approach. His struggles with identity, belonging, and the weight of his powers offer fertile ground for deeper exploration. For instance, a storyline that examines Superman's impact on the global stage as both a savior and a polarizing figure could add complexity to his character. How does the world perceive a being of such immense power? How does Clark reconcile his desire to help humanity with the unintended consequences of his actions? By addressing these questions, a new Superman film could resonate on both an emotional and philosophical level. The role of visionary storytelling. The success of any future Superman project will depend on the vision behind it. A director and creative team who understand the character's significance and potential for growth are essential. Drawing inspiration from comic arcs like All-Star Superman or Superman, Red Son could provide a foundation for stories that both respect tradition and innovate. Moreover, placing Superman in the context of a larger cinematic universe requires thoughtful integration. Whether as a mentor to emerging heroes, a leader in the Justice League, or a lone figure grappling with his place in the world, Superman's interactions with other characters can enrich his narrative and highlight his unique role. A bright tomorrow. Though the path forward remains unclear, the potential for Superman's cinematic future is undeniable. Whether through a fresh start with a new actor or a bold reimagining of his character, the Man of Steel's story can continue to inspire and captivate audiences. By respecting his legacy and embracing new directions, the DCEU has the chance to reinvigorate Superman and secure his place as a timeless icon for generations to come. Fan theories and hopes. Superman has always been a character who inspires imagination and speculation. As the DCEU faces questions about its future direction, fans have taken to theorizing what lies ahead for the Man of Steel. From untapped storylines to reimagined character arcs, these theories and hopes reflect a deep desire for Superman to reclaim his iconic stature in cinematic storytelling. Popular fan theories. What's next for Superman? One of the most prevalent fan theories involves the possibility of Superman being reintroduced in a multiverse context. With DC exploring alternate realities in films like The Flash, many believe this could pave the way for multiple versions of Superman to coexist. This approach would allow Henry Cavill's portrayal to continue alongside new interpretations, satisfying both longtime fans and newcomers. Another theory speculates that Superman's next appearance might delve deeper into his role as a global figure. Fans hope for a story that addresses the geopolitical implications of his powers, how different nations and cultures perceive him, and how he navigates his responsibilities on a global scale. This concept offers a chance to explore Superman's moral dilemmas in a way that resonates with contemporary issues. There's also excitement around the idea of a Superman film inspired by classic comic arcs like Kingdom Come or For All Seasons. These stories provide rich material to examine Superman's humanity, leadership, and enduring legacy in a world that often questions his place. The untapped potential of Krypton 1 area fans are eager to see explored is Superman's relationship with his Kryptonian heritage. While Man of Steel touched on Krypton's destruction and its cultural values, there is room to delve deeper. A story that examines Superman's struggle to reconcile his Kryptonian origins with his life on Earth could provide emotional depth and fresh narrative possibilities. This exploration could take the form of flashbacks, holographic messages from his parents, or even encounters with other surviving Kryptonians. By examining the values and philosophies of Krypton, the story could offer insights into how they shape Superman's identity and decisions. Additionally, this focus would create opportunities to introduce iconic villains like Brainiac, whose connection to Krypton could serve as both a personal and existential threat. A definitive conclusion for Cavill's Superman. For many fans, Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman remains a highlight of the DCEU. However, his story feels incomplete, leaving audiences yearning for a satisfying conclusion. A final film centered on Cavill's Superman could bring closure to his arc, allowing him to fully embody the hero's journey. This conclusion could see Superman facing his greatest challenge yet, a test not just of his strength, but of his ideals and legacy. Themes of sacrifice, hope, and redemption could culminate in a narrative that cements Cavill's Superman as an enduring symbol of heroism. Whether through an epic battle against a cosmic foe or a quieter, character-driven story, this finale would honor Cavill's contributions while providing the closure fans crave. The hopes of a devoted fan base. Ultimately, the hopes and theories surrounding Superman reflect the character's enduring appeal. Fans yearn for stories that balance his iconic stature with emotional depth, exploring his humanity while celebrating his heroism. They envision a Superman who is both relatable and aspirational, a figure who inspires through his struggles and triumphs. Whether through multiverse storytelling, a deeper dive into Krypton, or a definitive send-off for Henry Cavill, the possibilities for Superman's future are as vast as his legacy. By listening to fan hopes and drawing on the character's rich history, DC has the opportunity to craft stories that resonate across generations and solidify Superman's place as the ultimate symbol of hope and resilience. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe for more exciting Maxiverse Twist content.